Robin, I think probably I was just telling Jack this a while ago, probably the thing that sticks out most were two occasions. And I had many years with Robin as a colleague, but long before that, back in 1978, maybe 79, a little bit old, can't remember exactly. That's when I first met her. It was an SPJ meeting, it was Sigma Delta Chi at the time. And we were seated at the same table, and she was talking about Southern. It was the first time I ever heard of Southern Connecticut State University College at the time. And it was the first time I ever met Robin. And she was delightful. She was wonderful. She was just, and her stories about the university were wonderful. And there was a spark there, that I felt. And I said, man, academia must be great if people like this were in it. Later I discovered that she was unique. Not that unique, there were some other...
People present.
Go forward a decade. 1988, I found myself at Southern Connecticut State. It's my first year here. And it was the spark that Robin laid 10 years earlier that brought me here. Campus wasn't great, but she was still great. And my colleagues there was great. Jerry Dunkley, for example, there at the time. He was a good man, and Robin was still delightful, and I thought Southern was a delightful place. But I didn't know how serious Robin was about the task until, this was my first semester. We were walking down a hallway to my first class, and she was going to evaluate me for my first year renewal. And Robin is so gentle of spirit, that I didn't know behind that gentleness of spirit was the sharpest mind and really a will of steel in many ways. Because I asked her, sort of expecting an easy answer. I said, well, how do you think it's going to work out, my renewal? I was a little bit concerned. I had given up a good career in journalism and everything, and to come here. And she looked at me and sort of smiled and said, we'll see. At which point I knew that the real test was to come. And I performed. I gave a lifetime performance, really, because I knew I had to. And afterwards, she said to me, you're a natural. I said to her, nothing. I was just shocked. I passed the test. And from then on, I had a confidence in what I did that I'd never had before. And I had a long career before this, but because I believed in her, because she was somebody that you could trust, I believed in myself. And everything I've done since has been, in part, I was chairman of a department for several years, and I used her as a model. At least I tried to. Never quite succeeded in being there, but she has been a model for me for the last 21 years here, and continues to be.